Hi there everybody, how's it going? This is Macdo Tomato right here. Thanks ever so much for tuning in. Welcome back to the embarrassment that is Macdo Tomato, who is attempting to play TOCA Touring Car Championship. I was doing fairly well until this round 19, which was the previous round here at Thruxton, where I embarrassingly finished last. The first section of that race, well, I made a mistake off the starting line, which was really bad. But it wasn't all my fault. I got battered around at the start, and ever since, well, basically it was over in the first lap, to be honest. We were last at the end of the first lap, and we just never recovered. We couldn't. It was impossible. This is a circuit that is impossible to recover time on. So it was over after pretty much 3/4 of the first lap. And it was very embarrassing because it happened to be that I cocked up the last corner, having said to myself and said out aloud as well that, oh, if I make a mistake, we're going to finish last. And lo and behold, I made a mistake, which was really embarrassing. So we are not going to win the championship. That we know now. That is 100% assured that we will not win the championship. We'll never make up that gap. It took us 5 races just to get to win within 8 points of the leader. And obviously by messing up and finishing last, we fall a further 15 points behind. So basically, we would never be able to make 24 points up on the leader with the remaining races. There's only 5 more races to go. We're never going to make that up. Even if we win all of those races, Menu is never going to drop enough points to allow us to catch up. That's never going to happen. So we're just racing for a place on the podium, I guess. But even then, because I finished last in the last race, we're probably not in a great spot. So that's kind of what we're racing for now. I keep messing up that fucking turn! Oh my god! And it's purely because it's wet. Because in the dry, I could do that perfectly fine, but because it's wet, I keep on messing up that corner. That is driving me mad. I like this circuit, but god, is that bend awful in the rain. Oh my god, is that bend awful. That is the bane of my existence in this game right now. I don't know whether that is the worst bend, but it's technically not the worst bend, because when it was dry, it was perfectly fine. So that is not the worst bend. There's a couple of worse ones. Certainly that niggling one at Brands Hatch, the final bend, that took me ages to master that. That was nasty, but obviously that one at Snetterton as well, that I kept on messing up. But towards the end, I actually managed to get that right. Whereas the one at Brands Hatch, I still kept on messing up all the time. But I actually did manage to get it right a couple of times. Oh, that was bad. I'll tell you what, we know that this lap is buggered, so I'm going to back up. And get a bit more speed going into the final lap, rather than starting from here. Okay. Strategic reversing. And hopefully... Right, let's do what we did last time. Let's do at the moment, we're starting at the back of the grid. And as we've just seen in the first race, that's criminal. It's impossible to recover from. We can't. God, I was all over the place with the joystick there. It's these jokers again. Right, luckily they didn't get in my way. Again, quiet. Trying to make sure. Hey! Just as I say that, it's still gonna screw up the lap, but at least it didn't spin out. We're gonna be way down the back here. Remember, 15th place was 1 minute 20. I think we might get. This is terrible. This is really bad. The rain at Thruxton has single-handedly derailed my entire championship push. We are going to start probably in 15th place on the grid.
Nothing seemed to go right there.
14th. I was close, and in fact, 124 was the worst time. So we were started 14th regardless of that mistake. Right, try not to bloody cop this up this time. Oh, much better. Right. I think this early stage is critical here. The problem is that obviously last time, the difference is we have started at the back of the grid here. So we're going to end up messing around with this lot in front on the fast bit. Oh boy. I foresee chaos. I think we've all... I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're actually going to play this a little bit more cautiously. Peugeot is gone. Okay. Now, the risk is, of course, that, well, we're going to lose ground on the front anyway. But by taking it a little bit more cautiously, I'm hoping that we're going to get through it unscathed. Especially this bit. And then what we could try and do is once we get to the tighter part of the track, we can try and maybe barge our way through. So actually, I think we're okay here. Stage 1 was to get through this bit unscathed. Right, now we can play a bit of argy-bargy. Oh yeah, come on. Reed is out of the race. Well, he was one of the Audis. It's a shame that it's an Audi and not a Renault. I would have preferred it if a Renault crashed out of the race, but okay, right. I swear to God. Well, I suppose a potential upside to that happening. Okay, we have got a Nissan right behind us. That's a problem. I think he might wipe us out here. Okay, he's backed off a bit. I was going to say, a potential upside is we actually have some clean roads to drive into. We're not in amongst a big pile of cars. Which for this bit is very helpful. Okay, that was quite clean. I'm happy with that. And we're now gaining on these guys, assuming I don't bloody mess the car around here. Okay, so this is where the time's good. Yeah, we could ideally use to get past all of these guys before we get to the faster section of the track here. That was awful. Oh my God. I was hoping, to be really honest there, what I was hoping was to be able to use a couple of cars as a little bit of a shield against the bend, and in the end I just rammed into the back of one and it spun the car, and nobody got affected by it. Great. I thought I lost it there. Right, we're within touching distance of all these cars here, so I think we might have a chance at snagging some spots here at the end of the lap. And Nissan doesn't slow us down anyway. Right, got a much better jump out of there. So we've gone back past the Nissan here, and we're back in the same position we were at the start of the last lap, up behind the Volvo. Is that a Renault in front of him? No, it's a Honda. Oh, don't you dare, son. Don't you bloody dare. It is a Renault! Oh my God, there's a Renault right back here. That's quite interesting. Holy crap. Okay, that's very shocking. To see a Renault back there. So if we were winning the race, then that would be brilliant, but we're obviously miles away from the front, so I imagine it's the Audis that are in... Oh no, one of the Audis is out of the race, but I imagine the Audi is probably winning. Even though this bit's fast, the fact that it's four-wheel drive and a little bit heavier means that it will be absolutely ideal in a situation like this. This sort of circuit, although it's flat out, the turns and the wet is absolutely ideal for four-wheel drive. Oh, that was lovely. That was absolutely lovely. Is this actually... Yeah, this is an Audi in front. Okay, that's quite surprising. I would have expected the Audi to be winning, but... okay. Oh, I beat the Audi through that bend, and... this is risky. Oh, that was so risky. He could have taken me out there. But as it happens, we came out of that okay. And we're actually in a good position here. I would take fourth now if the race ended. If the race ended right now, I'd take it. As it happened, there's still work to do. I wonder if we can catch up to our Honda friend. So I think it's the two Hondas and the Renault that are ahead then. Never going to catch up to the front. Ooh, flicked through there a little bit. It was a little bit dicey, but we made some significant ground on this guy. And I think I've got a little bit more acceleration than him out of this area here. Going to be right up his arse. Send him off. Right, last lap. I can see the two cars in front. Faint hope, but I think I think we may be able to do what we did last time and quickly nick second place, but I think we're just a bit too far behind here to be able to pull that off. I think so anyway. I don't want to risk losing this position either. That's the thing. Yeah, play it safe. I decided not to try and risk it. I was thinking about risking shooting over like we did last time, but no, I decided not to in the end. Because I was quite happy with third. I didn't really want to... I wanted to finish ahead of at least one of the Renaults. So it was Menu that won, which is obviously bad. If that was Menu in 5th place, that would have been really, really good. But as it happened, nope. But finished third. That was much, much better. We got a little bit better going there with that race. Better start as well. And then we made it through the first lap safely. That was the important thing. It was a Nissan that actually retired. I thought it was one of the Audis. No, Reed is a Nissan driver. Okay, so that's what it means. It means we're far too far behind to be able to do anything. We're 25 points behind, so no way we're going to win. But I think if we can try and fight off Plato for second place, that would be great. Although we finished last in that first one, we actually managed to finish ahead of Plato there, so we actually gained a bit of ground on Plato, which is good. So battle for second place then is basically what it's going to be from now on. But that's it for now. Cheers for watching, guys. This has been Submatic Tomato. Be sure to subscribe to follow the series and join me next time for the next rounds of TOCA Touring Car Championship PS1 style. See you later.